YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy Tito. I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on Waiver Wire's ad for Week 8, guys. Yes, Waiver Wire ads for Week 8. I got my homie here, Second Take. So, you know, we got the fire. We got some debates going on. So, guys, I'm glad y'all coming in. And I'm also going to talk about, I made a video already, but I think this is going to be a template where I might do the videos and then I come back with a live later in the day and just let y'all ask me questions and stuff and let Second Take be able to preferences questions for me to give y'all the sauce, right? So, guys, with no further ado, let's get going. What's going on with your Second Take?
Nothing much. I'm excited for this. I've been waiting to discuss with you about last week and what went on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything you want to say before we get rolling or anything?
Yeah, I just want to say, how did you do this week? How was it?
Man, I did okay, man. I lost the league that I was undefeated in. I lost in that one, but I had players that didn't play. I had Justin Jefferson on the bye. I had DeAndre Swift out in a lot of leagues. Lamar Jackson hasn't showed up for me, but I trust all those guys that I told you that I just named, and I think they're gonna get going. Remember, I told y'all. I know this sounds crazy when I say it, but fantasy is broken down into 4 quadrants. You rarely can get a player that hits all 4 quadrants. Jonathan Taylor only hit for 3 quadrants last year. He didn't. The first 5 to 6 weeks, he didn't do much. So you trying to really get the sauce. You trying to get in the playoffs with, no matter what. And then you want players hitting that 4th quadrant. Those are the guys that win fantasy championships.
Exactly. First, I just want to bring up about Matt Ryan. The benching. Was that shocking to you? Like, what's your thoughts on
yes and no. So, going by what coaches usually do in the NFL, it was shocking. But doing what I think coaches should do, it's not shocking. Why would you go down with Matt Ryan when you blatantly see that he's over the hill, right? He can't get the ball out quick enough. He don't have any athletic ability. You're not drawing up the plays for him to manifest to get guys open. So what I would say is go on and move on to Sam Ellinger and find out what you got so you can know who to draft. A lot of times these guys draft people, they don't even know what they got in your own house. You going to Amazon, buying stuff off Amazon, but you already got it in your house in the closet.
How does this affect Jonathan Taylor?
I love it. Because you know what I always what have I always said, second take, about quarterbacks that run the ball. I seen it from college, I seen it in high school, I seen it all over, I seen it in Pee-wees, I seen it all over. When you got a quarterback that can run, it helps the run game, because the reason why the backside safeties and linebackers and DNs, they can't chase, and that's who makes the tackle most of the time. So the guys that's, he running the play side, everybody's getting blocked usually on play side. The backside people, that's why you see linebackers get a lot of tackles, because they coming from backside running the play down. But if you got a hole and read the quarterback, Jonathan Taylor gone. Gus Elliott gone. J.K. Dobbins gone.
How do you feel about Hines?
I think Hines will be fair. I think he'll be okay. He's not going to be, because Russian quarterbacks, they don't pass a lot to the running backs. So now
like we saw Justin Fields yesterday with Montgomery. He didn't even pass them.
Nope.
He looks at Mooney and that's it. Mooney and then he goes run. That's it.
Because right now, with him being so young, that's what he needs to do. Any other thing else is make him think too much. And when you're thinking in sports, you behind.
That's what Lamar does in a way.
Yeah, he does. But Lamar's got better. Lamar's a lot better with it. Yeah, he's a lot. Yep, he's a lot better at that. Mm-hmm.
I'll transition to that after, but now I want to just talk about Pittman and Alec Pierce. How does that affect him?
I think we got to wait and see. Usually I was like, well, this is going to happen. And Alec Pierce, I can't say that, man. I don't know, bro. Yeah. It's one of the things I don't know. So I say wait and see. And if you need to play your studs. So if you need to roll Michael Pittman out there, you roll him out there. If you don't have a better wide receiver than Alec Pierce, you roll him out there. And don't let nobody tell you made a dumb call playing hindsight fantasy. Oh, you made a dumb call. Ain't no such thing as a dumb call.
Yeah.
This is fantasy. Being secure with your starts and sits. Once you secure with it, it don't matter what I say, what second take say, what Jesus Christ say. I said what I said. It doesn't matter. You feel good about yourself, and you start your guys. So Alec Pierce, if you need him to start, you do it. But I'm not saying these guys are a must start. I don't know. You got to wait and see what Sam Ellinger does.
We'll transition to what we were saying about Lamar. Bateman didn't practice today. Mark Andrews did not practice today or yesterday. Mark Andrews had 0.4 fantasy points last week. How will this affect Lamar in Thursday Night Football?
So this is what I think is going on. Mark Andrews probably got like a 3 to 4 week knee tendonitis type injury, whatever it may be. If it was that bad, they would have set him down, right? They wouldn't play him out there if he could rupture his knee. So what they doing is, bro, you need these bell cow guys to go out there to help the defense keep keying in on my second tier players. So Mark Andrews being out there is going to make the linebacker come down, make the safety come down. Be like, okay, what is he doing? So he could be a decoy for a couple of weeks until he gets healthy. Me, I'm playing Isaiah Likely in a couple of leagues where I don't have a tight end. I'm streaming tight ends. I'm playing Isaiah Likely because of this. So you got a great point. So I say, if you got Mark Andrews, guys, don't get cute. Because I don't know. I'm just giving you, you got to start him. If he's healthy, you got to start him. So I'm just saying what I think is going on. So I want you to lower your expectations for Mark Andrews. Excuse me.
And is this a Gus Edwards week then?
It's always
your
going to be
number
a Gus
one
Edwards.
waiver. He's your number one waiver pickup?
Let me see. Let me look at it because I got my waiver guys right here.
All right.
Bruh, I think it's gonna be your preference for what you need, right? Because listen, I'm gonna name some of my guys right now. I got Michael Carter here. I got Michael Carter.
Oh,
I got Gus Elwitz. I got Isaiah Pacheco. Yes, as a waiver wire picker because people gonna drop him, and Deontay Foreman. So I don't know. In a vacuum, I'm gonna say. In PPR, I'm gonna say Michael Carter is the number one pickup. Gus Elwitz don't catch any passes, but in standard, Gus Elwitz is the killer pickup. Deontay Foreman is right there with them guys. So it just depends on who you want. If Eno is out there, I'm not gonna hate on no Eno in this high pickup in this high value offense for Arizona. So to me, it's all in what. That's why, guys, I never say. I rarely say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order because I got the fourth guy on the list might be a big time player for you to flex. So don't be trying to get these other guys when you don't really need them, right? You don't want to spend a high rate with priority. So it just depends on what type of league you in and what you're looking for.
I could be 100% wrong in this, but I don't know how healthy James Conner is going to be. He might be another week. He might be another 2. We'll see with James Conner there. The other thing is Pacheco. I think I'm dropping Pacheco for Foreman or Gus Edwards because I need running back help this week.
Yes.
Also, Khalil Herbert. Is he a pickup or is he a must-have? You should have already.
You should already have him. You should have him stashed. I told y'all. I've been on him. Right, yeah, he's one of the top handcuffs of the season. Yeah.
For sure. Another thing I wanted to bring up, because you just brought up before with Michael Carter. What do you think Michael Carter and J. Rob's backfield will be? Because Richie brought it up on the video clip, the short clip he posted today. But I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Yes, so between Michael Carter and James Robinson, guys, I'm waiting to see. If you got Michael Carter, you roll him out there immediately. James Robinson is just not going to come in there and get a goal line touchdown and steal it from Michael Carter. They want to see they just don't want Michael Carter getting 25 touches. He got hurt 2 games last season where he was out for 3 to 4 weeks because they gave him the ball 20 times and he hurt his knee and other things, an ankle. So they just want to keep him where they could use him around the goal line. That's what I'm thinking in the beginning. Now, James Robinson will pick up as the season go on because this is a 2 running back system. But the guy, to me, to have is Michael Carter. I think James Robinson is just the guy to have on your team. I don't think he should be on the waiver wires. But if you're in a pickle, then I think you can play James Robinson. But I'm not going to expect for him to get 13, 14 carries for 75 yards and 1 TD. I'm not going to expect that. I expect more starting off with like 7 or 8 carries, maybe 35 yards, and a possible TD here and there. Depends on how Michael Carter, if he's tired or if he just had a big long run.
So you think both of them will be fantasy valuable? That's what you
decent. I think Michael Carter is a top 24 guy. I think James Robinson is a top 40 guy.
But now this just proves it's ETN season.
Yes, ETN all day, but be careful.
Would you pick up?
Don't trade. Yes, I would actually. No, I'm picking up. Thank you. I'm doing this. This is going to be one of my stash guys. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to y'all now, guys. So everybody in here, go ahead and hit the like button.
It's cutting edge content.
This is cutting edge content right here. Snoop Connor. I like Snoop Connor for the Jacksonville Jaguar.
Is that a nickname?
No, that's a real dude, bro. That's a real dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he plays for Jacksonville.
Is it running back? I didn't even know that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So he's gonna get a little bit of the carries. They're not gonna give ETN 20 carries. So Snoop Connor will be being used.
Okay.
Maybe between him and Hasty. Maybe him and Hasty might get some carries.
All right, that's interesting. That's something to look at, which could pan out in the future with your track record. It actually might, because you've been on fire recently. Another thing I want to bring up with all of this is kind of like, am I going to see what I saw without Russell Wilson in Denver last week versus Jets? They were horrible, their offense. Am I going to see that with the Colts throughout the whole season?
No, because Sam Ellinger is mobile. Listen, man, you know why Chicago won that game? I'm gonna ask. I know you know why Chicago won that game last night. Tell me why Chicago won that game.
Justin Fields and their defense was so good.
But why
they ran the football? They could run the football.
There you go. But what type of runs?
I didn't really watch the full game.
Quarterback runs. Quarterback runs, bro. It was the quarterback runs. So with Sam Ellinger being able to get outside the pocket, it opens stuff up, man. Listen, bro, this is what I've been preaching for about 2 years. The new thing in the NFL, if you got a mobile quarterback, bruh, people are running wide open. That's why Lamar Jackson is. That's why you can't look at his target share or no numbers, because Lamar Jackson might just take off one time and throw it deep. You're like, well, what the numbers say? The numbers say he's only targeting Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews. No, guys, when you mobile, anybody can run wide open. That's why Lamar had guys running wide open all the time. So Sam Ellinger being mobile. Same thing with Justin Fields. You got to use your legs as a young guy if you got that. If not, you got to play the game a whole different way with your mentality and your mental capability.
Exactly.
Guys, let's get the likes up. I'm going to get to everybody's question. I see we got 9 people in here. Let's get it up to about 9 likes, guys. I'm gonna get to everybody's question. So make sure you go ahead and hit the like button. You ain't got to be selfish with the like button. I appreciate it, guys.
Another thing I want to transition to is, which we're going to be seeing in the next couple of weeks, Cam Akers and Kareem Hunt are both going to get traded probably.
There you go. Yes, sir.
You're going to get them? You're going to trade for them right now?
Yes. I'm not. Listen, great question. I'm not going to trade off, if I could go take James Robinson and get Kareem Hunt, which you can't do that, right? I would do something like that. But I'm not coming off no Dameon Pierce or nobody for no Kareem Hunt. I'm not doing it. I'm cutting edge, but I'm not dumb. Right? I'm not going to set myself up depend on Kareem Hunt. But I think Kareem Hunt is a definitely guy that you need to go try to go buy low on, because I think he's going to get traded.
Where do you think he goes? Because I offered Henderson and Dobbs, and that got declined for Kareem Hunt. So I don't know why that got declined.
I don't know where he's going. I'm thinking, I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about it a lot, so I'm not going to sit here and just think about it. But I think he's going to be in a good place. Somebody that's going to trade, they need a running back. They're trying to win the Super Bowl. So even if he go to St. Louis Rams, I love that. I mean, the Los Angeles Rams, excuse me.
Los Angeles, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But right now, is it Henderson's backfield or Williams going into the next week? Because Williams will probably be back.
But listen, this is what I say. I never said Henderson couldn't score, because me and you had this debate.
Right.
I just don't want nobody on this backfield. So if you ask me, I would go get Kyron because of his draft capital. I could spend a little bit of a low waiver priority on him or something. Don't spend nothing on him and pick him up green bean. And then I could finagle. I play him in a flex. If you can get Darrell Henderson and play him in a flex, that's fine. But if you depend on him as an RB2, you badly mistaken. So I think they need another running back. So I think the Rams is looking. They try to get CMC. So Kareem Hunt is probably going to go to. They probably going to get Kareem Hunt.
By saying this, if they get Kareem Hunt, do they win the division, or is that being too cute?
No, that's too cute. You know who's going to win that division, and you fried me about it. You know who's going to win the division? Seattle.
Seattle's not winning.
They win that division, bro. They win that division.
No, the Niners.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. A good segue, actually. With DK being injured, will Marquise Goodwin, the former Bears receiver, step up for Seattle?
You know, man, that's a flex play. I don't want to go chasing that. I said that in the video about him. Don't go chasing Goodwin. But if you can pick him up and green bean him, and y'all know what I mean when I say green bean, that means everybody's green, and you just pick them up. Right. So if you can green bean them, yeah. And if you want to go and pivot out, like sometimes you got to play defense a little bit in fantasy. If you got a good record, you can play defense. So if you can use this guy as a flex play, do it. If you can get cute, because he's a guy that you can get cute with and get that upside. Geno is willing and dealing. So with DK being out, they need somebody to push down the field. And with that great run game with Kenneth Walker, Marquise Goodwin can get behind anybody. The last person he got behind was Darrell Reeves. When Darrell was playing, he got behind Darrell. Darrell was older then, but anyway, it is what it is.
Reeves Island.
Yeah, Reeves Island.
The other thing I wanted to mention, I can't believe I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'll bring up this stuff. The Falcons running back core. How do you feel about that?
Wait for Cordell Patterson to come back. Other than that, Tyler Algier, you play him in emergency, he's going to get 15 touches. And when Cordell Patterson comes back, Algier is going to probably get 10 to 15 touches. But, you know, Cordell Patterson is an explosive guy, and he'll probably get all the goal line and the honey touches.
So, last week I offered Bateman and Pitts for Juju Smith-Schuster. I was going to get Bateman and Pitts and give up Juju. The guy said no. So now I'm in this situation. I need a tight end this week because my tight end's on bye. Do I pick up Irv Smith, Evan Ingram, the Saints tight end Johnson, or Robert Tonyan?
Okay, so them the only guys that's out there. You ain't got Greg Dulcich is not out there?
What team?
Greg Dulcich from the Denver
Oh yeah,
Broncos.
Broncos. Yeah, but I have
Dulcich.
Sutton. So yeah, I have Sutton. So
It don't matter. It doesn't matter because Sutton, you can't count on Sutton. You know that. So go ahead and play Greg Dulcich. He's probably going to be a top 12 tight end rest of the season, bro. So
you
go
like
ahead
the
and put up
matchup
Greg.
too?
Yes. Well,
Jacksonville?
I don't really do matchups unless a team is like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You holding people to like 10 points. Tight ends, man, sometimes you can get too cute with them and miss it. And then, like, they can still get 7, 8 targets for like 70, 80 yards and still give you 13 points.
Do we need Let's Ride to play? Or could it just be the backup quarterback?
It's the player because he did really good for Russell.
Okay, so we don't need Let's Ride. If he doesn't play, it's fine.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, who you talking? Say that again.
Let's Ride, Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't want Russell to play, bro. You want Rip him to play especially with Greg Dulcich.
That's why I have Sutton, so I want Russell to play. Another thing I want to go over that I just remembered: Lazard is probably out this week. How does this affect the Packers' offense?
No kind of way you waiting on Christian Watson go play Romeo Dobbs if you in a pickle.
AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon. So let me go ahead and let me say, guys, I'm not starting AJ Dillon anymore. I've seen what I needed to see. I'm in going in week 8. I'm done with it. I'm not no more that I'm going to play a guy because I feel like he got the upside. I got to see it now. Like Second Take always say. But to me, I don't say that week 2, 3, and 4 because you're not going to see it all the time. But now it's 8 weeks. We in the second quadrant. They are who they are. So I'm not playing AJ Dillon until he give me a good game above 15 points.
So is Dillon? I should keep on my bench. That's what you're saying.
Stash, but if you have to, but if you don't have a deep bench, you can drop him. I'm not going to let him hold your team hostage.
And with Lamar Jackson, let's say this is for my team. If Bateman and Andrews doesn't play, do I start Daniel Jones?
If Bateman and who don't play?
Mark Andrews.
If Bateman and Mark Andrews don't play, yeah, you can play Daniel Jones. But that's to me, that's getting cute, and you got to be an expert to do stuff like that. I'm not going to tell guys to do that. I do that for my guys on OnlyFans when I'm holding your hand. But to me, just to tell people that on a video, no, I'm not going to tell people to do that. You start Lamar Jackson.
My only issue is the next week I have CMC on bye and Barkley on bye.
Don't worry about your buys. That's another thing. I'm glad you said that. Don't worry about buys, bro. Take that L. Forget it. If you play the best you can, don't drop your guys. Forget that. Listen, I had to realize myself because I lost in 2 leagues, one big money league by 1 point, less than 1 point. And I said, TD, you want to go undefeated? You so egotistical? You want to go undefeated? You going to go undefeated and lose in the first round, lose in the second round.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Getting the first seed in my league, you get money and you get a bye week. So
but not undefeated, though. But not undefeated.
Yeah.
Not undefeated.
Yeah. All right.
You want to get to some questions? Go ahead.
Yeah, just one tiny thing. David Njoku is out for a couple weeks. Is Harrison Bryant a pick, though? And how will Cleveland's offense roll?
I think he's a green bean. You should have another tight end because I like Greg Dulcich over Njoku. I like K.I. over Harrison. I'm sorry. What's it? Harrison Bryant, right? That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So I like K.I. and Greg Dulcich over Harrison Bryant. So you can pick them up, but I don't like stashing tight ends and putting up your bench space. But if you got the David Njoku, you need to go get Bryant. I got Bryant on a bunch of dynasty leagues because I know he's a really good pass catching tight end.
Let's say you got Pitts and Bryant. Do you pick between either or, or do you just start Pitts?
And guys, I don't feel great about saying this. Second Take probably be right because he probably would say sit Pitts. I'm not sitting Pitts. Only way I would sit Pitts, guys, on my teams, I'm not sitting them because it's so tight end's not going to kill me. I got a good team. I got Justin Jefferson. I got Saquon Barkley. I got DeAndre Swift. I got Lamar Jackson. Yeah, and again, matchup don't really worry about it.
But Carolina.
Even still, it don't matter. You got to roll them out there. This is what I say. The coaches, this is what they're doing. They're like, guys, they're talking to the offensive coordinator. We got to try to get Pitts some manufactured targets. So they know that, guys. So we ain't the only ones saying. They know they need to get him the ball a little bit more. And I say, because tight end is so volatile. Guys, don't you know it was only 3 good tight ends this week? Only 3. So it doesn't matter when you get dudded out with a tight end. Don't get dudded out at any other position. Any other position, you can't take a dud. But in tight end, it's okay. And if you want to get dudded, go down with Kyle Pitts. It's just like If I'm dating a girl and I'm dating Holly Berry, she break up with me on TV.
You're just going upside.
It's Holly Berry. You know what I'm saying? So
You're just
Kyle
going
Pitts,
upside.
yeah, it's Kyle Pitts. I'm going down with the ship.
Mm-hmm. One last thing before we get to the questions. Ernest Johnson, is he a pickup? If Hunt
Yes, sir.
goes just in
Yes,
case
he's a
he gets
stash.
before.
He's a stash. You got to go stash him now. You can't wait till it happens. You got to go stash him now.
Alrighty, let's get to some questions.
Okay. Jack says, yo, what's up, Jack?
What's up?
He says, need to drop someone to stream a quarterback, but don't know who to drop. I can drop Wan'Dale Robinson. Nope. Brian Robinson. Nope. Melvin Gordon. Nope. Gus Elwoods. So this is what I think you're going to have. Yeah, it's going to be Melvin Gordon. I hate to drop him, but I hate to say it too, but that's the drop. I agree with
Khalil Herbert or Melvin Gordon?
Khalil Herbert all day.
Tyler Boyd.
Khalil Herbert.
Boyd all day? No, Tyler Boyd or Gordon. Tyler
Boyd. Tyler Boyd all day.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Gordon's a droppable. Okay.
Yeah, he's droppable. Yes. He's not dropped just because you want to drop him. If you can hold on to him, I would do it.
But like for those players I suggested.
Yeah, you should drop
Gordon or Eno. Gordon or Eno.
Eno.
To keep, who's better or drop?
Who?
Gordon or Eno? Are you saying to drop or keep?
I'm keeping Eno.
Okay.
I'm keeping Eno. Yep. And Michael, what's going on, Michael? Michael said, who do I sit out of Taylor, ETN, Kamara, and Gus Edwards? Gus Edwards.
Gus. Because we don't. Thursday night football, and ETN, it's his backfield. Kamara's looking phenomenal.
Jonathan Taylor caught more passes than he caught his whole career.
Exactly.
And James said, I need a sleeper. Bro, you hit the right channel. All you got to do is go through my catalog. I got a ton of sleepers. Ton of them. Ton of sleepers, bro. Ton of sleepers. So if you just ask me what position you need, and we can horn it down to that. Michael says, Michael Carter's yards per carry is horrible, though. Yeah, but I think it's just different. When you're coming off the bench, it's just different. It's just different. Michael Carter was a great running back when he played last year. So I think you got to run it out and see. Yep.
Like A.J. Dillon this year. He's a backup, and he's not getting the good yards per carry. But when he was starting last year, he looked pretty damn good.
Yep. And Pretty Richie says, click the like button, fellas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He says, like and subscribe to this cutting-edge fantasy football content. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Connor, what's up, Connor? Connor says, trade Mixon and Juju for Swift, Williams, and Michael. What's Williams? Is that the Williams from Detroit?
Probably. It's definitely not Javonte. There's probably another Williams I can't think of right now. I'll try to look, but keep going. Yeah,
so he says Swift, Williams, and Thomas, 12 team PPR. Trade Mixon and Juju. If this is Mike Williams, I wouldn't do it. But listen, bro, I like what you're doing.
It's probably Mike Williams.
Yes, Mike Williams. So you trading Mixon and Juju for Swift, Williams. I would get somebody else other than Williams, and I would do it.
How long is MT gonna be out for?
Maybe a couple more weeks, but when he comes back, I think that he's going to be fantasy value. He's always going to command at least 10 targets if he's healthy.
Is Josh Palmer in that?
Nah.
Just going up to James's question before, he was asking for a flex, like your best player as a sleeper.
Okay. Who you got?
Just read a couple sleepers. That's what I was wondering.
A couple sleepers. Okay.
Yeah.
A sleeper. Let me see who my sleeper guys is. Let me see. Snoop Conner, the backup running back from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Marquise Goodwin. George Pickens. I don't think he's a sleeper, but I would pick him up if ain't nobody else picked him up. DJ Moore is a sleeper. Yes, DJ Moore is a sleeper. Let me see who else. Just going through. Isaiah Likely at tight end and Greg Dotritz are sleepers. Chris Moore from Houston is a sleeper. Chris Moore, the wide receiver with Nico Collins being out, is a sleeper. And as of right now, that's all the sleepers I think I got right now. Let me see.
Oh, Marshall on the
Terrence Marshall. I just don't believe in his talent, but he's a guy that you can pick up. But I don't believe
What
in his
about Slayton?
talent.
What about Slayton?
Not with Rondell Robinson coming back. Antonio Gibson, pick up Antonio Gibson. He's a sleeper. Yep, that's all I'm gonna give you for right now, bro. That's all I got. Let me see. But yeah, man, I would hold off. I love that you want to trade Mixon and Juju. Those are great two guys that I would trade high. Me personally. For Swift, yes. Michael Thomas, yes. I think you need to get somebody that's a little bit better than Mike Williams, but you in the right place.
I really think Juju's a top 20 receiver the rest of the season.
He could be, bro. I just don't see the separation. But if Pat Mahomes learned how to get him the ball, you're right. Because I thought Juju could be a top 20 wide receiver in the beginning. So we gotta wait and see it, right? To see it again.
He just had 2 to 2 boom weeks. It's most likely, to be honest.
He did, but I just need to see it again, man. Because I just need to see it. Nick says Gus, Elwich, Foreman, or Hubbard. I'm gonna go. I'm going to go Gus Elwich.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, I like Deontay Foreman, bro, but I'm not going to be memorized by what they did last week, right? Oh my God,
I don't trust this split.
Yeah, I just need to see it some more. Sometimes you need to see
it's it. Gus Edwards. It's Gus Edwards' backfield. It's their split.
It is. There you go. Yep. And Life and Sports Talk with Jake. What's going on, bro? Life and Sports Talk with Jake. Life and Sports Talk with Jake. What's going on, Jake? He said that and Joku injury hurt. I have Harkins and Mike, but I might go get Dotrich. Yes, go get him. And listen, Jake, I know you know how to play fantasy. Ain't no daggone way Joku was killing your team like that. If Joku killing your team, bro, you trying to go undefeated or something. It's one tight end. It shouldn't kill your team. It's a tight end. I mean, I know he's been good, so I know you want to be able to count on your starters, but
another
it should
example,
not be killing your team. Go ahead.
Another example I could say is like if there's 7 teams that make the playoffs, I see a 7 seed winning every single time.
Yeah.
Just in fantasy, just in general. So it doesn't really matter, like what TD was saying about your record.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then James Talley says, rank these tight ends rest of the season. Dotrich, Gesicki, Irv Smith, K. Otten, and Will Disley. I'm going to go with Dotrich. I'm going with K. Otten. I'm going with Irv Smith, Gesicki, and Will Disley.
I think Irv Smith is the best tight end on this board. And I'll keep saying it because Kirk Cousins is going to give him the ball. They have the best offense on this list. I really don't trust Denver with their scoring, to be completely honest. His receptions of Dolchich has to be there. Disley, DK is going to be back soon, and he is but he's solid 8-point guy. Gesicki, I can't trust with Tua.
This is what I say. This is why I think makes me a good fantasy analyst. He's right, but it's too many mouths to feed in Minnesota. They don't care about Irv Smith. They don't care what he complained about or nothing. They ain't trying to get him the ball. But if he's open, they will give him the ball, like he said, like Second Take said. But Justin Jefferson is first. Second is Dalvin. Third is Adam Thielen. And then sometimes it's between Irv Smith and
here's the thing.
KJ Osborne.
You're going to double. You're going to double him. You're going to double Jefferson. Then
yes,
he's going to be open. If you double Thielen, there's more than one way he'll be open.
Yes, I agree.
But,
I agree.
If I had to rank this, it would be Irv Smith, then the Denver tight end, then Gesicki, then Disley, then Otten. I still don't trust Otten that much.
Whoa, you don't trust Otten with no Cameron Brake there?
I don't trust. No, I still don't trust him.
I like Otten with no Cameron Brake there. Life is Sports Talk with Jake
Brady
says
hasn't showed me nothing. Brady showed me nothing. All those times, trusting.
No, he ain't. He just been throwing it 50 times, and that's a lot of volume, and that's good for a tight end.
That's just not to him that much.
Yeah.
He got 4 receptions, nice. But I think like what you're saying, he has mouths to feed if you want to go off Minnesota.
I agree with that. That's why I hit him down a little bit lower. But Mark Andrews said, I said Mark Andrews. Jake says Mark Andrews had 1 reception last week. So yes, tight end is very thin. It is. It's very volatile. Very volatile. And Randy Miller, what's going on, Randy? Randy says trade Gus Elwich for DJ Moore, have ETN, Mixon, and Kenneth Walker as my running backs. So he's relying on ETN, Mixon, and Kenneth Walker. ETN is a little bit volatile, and so is Mixon. So I don't want him to trade somebody. No, I
love those running backs. I would make
me too.
But it really depends. Do you think DJ Moore is going to be a 15-point guy? If not, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'd rather keep Gus Edwards because ETN.
The offense. That one I
Yeah,
worry about it.
and ETN and Mixon also was very volatile. I don't want him to get somebody hurt, and then somebody else is beating him with Gus Edwards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you hold on to running
You're
backs when you
playing
have them,
defense
bro.
here. You're
Yeah, you got
playing
to play
defense.
defense. Yep. I agree. Thank you for tuning in, Randy. Subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content, bro. Randy says trade Tua for Khalil Herbert. I have Burrow at quarterback.
Yes,
I say do that. I agree with you.
because here's the thing: you can pick up a quarterback on waivers.
Yeah, you can. I agree with you 100%.
You know what? I'll pick up Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mm-hmm.
On waivers. I'm confident in him now.
Or Justin Fields.
Oh yeah, Justin Fields is 100%. Yes, that's
yeah, with that running ability. I told y'all, I talked about him all year.
But I could have a debate here. I think I'd rather have Jimmy G because of CMC there. It's going to open up the offense more. I don't see him throwing that many more picks.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields rarely has touchdown upside unless he's rushing.
Yeah, but when when they put that pressure on Jimmy G and he go for 12 points, you're gonna be angry. Well, Justin Fields, if he's running the ball like he's supposed to, he always gonna have 20 points. Always. That's why Lamar. Go ahead.
12, how many yards do you think he gets per game? 150? Just passing?
Justin? It doesn't matter because the rushing upside, him getting 80 yards a game rushing. He's going to lead the league in rushing as a quarterback probably with the way the offense look, and he could be top 12 off his legs. So that's what I'm saying. What Jimmy G got, it's got to be all on. It's all on. There's only one way that Jimmy G can get points. Jimmy G ain't running no receivers. Yeah, he does. But you see what happened with Kansas City. That's what I'm saying.
No. Frank Clark is out now, actually. And Jimmy G had a good 14-point game, did he not?
Yeah, it was okay. I still rather have Justin Fields. That's just me. I think as time go on, you will understand what I mean more because it's just the safe floor of the running. I don't want to get done.
But he has Dallas and Miami.
For
Fields.
Yes, but after that, then it's
I'm not starting anyone.
It's Green Bean after that.
I wouldn't discredit Atlanta and Jets defense.
I would with that running ability. I would with that running ability.
Atlanta's defense has been sneaky against the run. To be completely honest.
But it ain't running the ball. It's a quarterback run. Nobody can really stop that. If you athletic enough, you can get 80 yards. Cleveland stopped who?
Lamar?
No, he just didn't get any touchdowns. Remember, Gus ran it
running. He didn't have off running. He didn't have a great week.
He had 60 yards.
Off how many attempts though?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like I said, man, we're going to move on. But I just think that I think Justin Fields has a good floor of running the ball. That's all. Right? And as like I said, as time on, we'll see that. The upside, Jimmy G could throw for that, but Jimmy G ain't throwing for no 3 or 4 touchdowns every week. So I'd rather take a guy rushing. And I think Justin Fields going to finish.
Mm-hmm. On Jimmy Garoppolo. Like I was saying, for the past couple weeks, I still rather have Rodgers and Brady and roll it out. Mm-hmm. They're only going to get better.
Yep. I got Jimmy. Cedric says, who I start between Kenneth Walker, Hopkins, Lamb, and A.J. Brown? 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. 16 lead. Wow. 16 lead. This is going to be hard. PPR, I already have CMC and Saquon at my RBs. Okay.
I love the running backs.
So who should I start between Kenneth Walker, Hopkins, Lamb, and A.J. Brown?
So start 3 of them.
Yeah, he said who I start between Kenneth Walker and Hopkins.
You're starting Walker.
Walker, yep.
Hopkins, between Lamb and AJB.
And he says 2 wide receivers. So 2 wide receivers would be – so I'm starting Walker as the flex, and 2 wide receivers would be A.J. Brown and D-Hop.
Why do you not like Lamb? Is it because he's the wide receiver 1, even though he's playing in Chicago?
He's not. Again, I done told you this all year. He's not a wide receiver 1, man. He may be the wide receiver on the team, a wide receiver 1 on the team, but he doesn't separate. And Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback for guys that don't separate. Maury Cooper was good for that because he's quick in and out of his breaks. CD Lamb is a yak guy. I'm not picking on guy in the first round or at the end of the beginning of the second round for a yak guy. CD Lamb is going to always disappoint you because he's not going to be hyper targeted like D-Hop.
I'll only say this with A.J. Brown to start him because he's playing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh and then Lamb's playing Chicago. They're both great matchups, I think. A.J. Brown has a higher offense. So that's why I'm saying that. But if it was a different matchup, I might lean Lamb. Anyway.
I got you. And Chris Genova, what's up, bro? He says, got a guy offering to trade me either Hunt or Kirk for DJ Moore. Hunt or Kirk for DJ Moore.
Christian Kirk can run.
Yeah. What you think about either of those or whole DJ?
I think you get Christian Kirk.
He's got
I think Christian Kirk.
Yeah, I would do that too. Back. Yep.
J-Rob's gone.
Wait a minute. God's offered me to trade me either Hunt or Kirk for DJ Moore. Bro, go get Hunt.
He's giving up DJ Moore. You rather Hunt over Christian Kirk?
Yeah, yes, sir. Especially with the trade rumors coming up, because you got to go with that because he don't need DJ Moore anymore. He don't need DJ Moore anymore. So either where the Hunt goes, it's gonna be a team. I know the Houston Texans or a bottom end team is not trading for Hunt. So I'm okay with going for Hunt. And the reason why I'm saying do this now because DJ Moore, you haven't needed him all year because he's not been doing good. So you can go get Hunt. That's gonna be a bell cow for you later. I would rather do that.
I just think Kirk has a safe floor on PPR, but either or, I would trade one of them to get DJ Moore, to get rid of DJ Moore. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And James says sleeper flex. He said he need a sleeper like
that was from before.
Yeah. And no, what's up, bro? He says pick 3: Swift, Mostert, Walker, 3, and CMC.
Walker and CMC are 100%. Now
it's Swift. Yeah.
Swift.
So I'm gonna say CMC.
But we don't know Swift's house.
So I'm gonna say CMC, Walker, and Mostert, and hold on.
And they're playing each other. They're playing each other, Swift and Mostert.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say CMC, Walker, and Mostert. James said I have Pickens. Okay, so you killing with Pickens. The next guy, man, would be I like Braxton Berrios. And who else did I say, man? I said and Marquise Goodwin. That should help you, bro. Cameron says, hey guys, I've got a long, specific fantasy question for you. Are you up for it? Long as it ain't too long. Long as it ain't too long, Cameron. But yes, you can send it. Long as it ain't too long, because that's what I do on my OnlyFans. Anona says, drop Carr for Jimmy G. Yes.
You want to drop Derek Carr for Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yes, I would do it.
You rather have Jimmy Garoppolo over Derek Carr?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because Derek Carr is a one-trick pony. It seems like it's all Devontae Adams and nobody else, and Josh Jacobs. So I don't see Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller having touchdowns. If they was getting touchdowns, he could throw for 3 touchdowns a game. Bro, I don't think he had 1 3-touchdown game. I think he had like 2, maybe 1 all season. So
no, he had a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, so Josh Jacobs is eating. So I would go with Jimmy G.
I just think Derek Carr has a better chance of not throwing an interception, which is very helpful in this, and he could throw for 300 yards, which I'm more confident in Carr than Jimmy G. And I'm still not fading their offense, even when Darren Waller is out right now. When Darren Waller comes back and Hunter Renfrow's back now, I think that's another reason. Hunter Renfrow's back in the lineup, which helps them a lot. I just can't trust Jimmy G over Derek Carr, but I could trust, like what I was saying before, Fields over Jimmy G.
I think I got you. I got you, bro, on this one because you sit around. You was champion Jimmy G earlier. You love Jimmy G.
It depends on the person.
I know it does, but for you to let Derek Carr get you off that, I think I got you because Derek Carr should not let you get you off of Jimmy, bro. If you like Jimmy,
I think so.
That's just my opinion.
I don't think any of them are top 10. If that's what you're asking.
Okay.
I don't think Carr's top 10. I don't think Jimmy G's top 10. I don't think Fields are top 10. I think they're from like 12 to 15.
Okay. But I'm gonna say Jimmy G. I say I would drop Derek Carr for Jimmy G. Randy says, so I think I'm going to trade Gus for DJ Moore.
Here's another thing.
I don't know about that. Let me see. Then trade. Hold on. Let me ask this question. Then trade Tua for Herbert. Okay. Then trade Tua for Herbert. Okay. My running backs have ETN, Mixon, Walker, and Herbert. Okay. Plus I get DJ. What y'all think? I think you just need to hold on to Gus Edwards. I think you're getting rid of some sauce to go to something that's going to be volatile. Now, he might have some good weeks, but it's not going to be for sure. P.J. Walker is his quarterback. P.J. Walker is not going to go out and kill everybody. Will he get hyper-targeted? Probably. I'd rather stick with Gus, if you ask me. That's just me, though.
But let's go over this. J.K. Dobbins will be back in 4 to 6 weeks. Is this offense over with J.K. Dobbins? Let me ask you that question.
Is this what?
J.K. Dobbins, is he done for like the season? Is he going to get
probably
number one back for that?
Yeah, yes. Gus Edwards is the number one back. They're not going to do anything to try to hurt J.K. Dobbins. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then if you think that, I think Gus over DJ Moore, even with that offense. Then trade Tua for Herbert. Is that Khalil
That's fine.
Herbert or is that just Khalil Herbert?
That's that's Khalil Herbert. Yep.
My running backs would be ETN, Mixon. Yeah, I love the running backs. Plus,
Yep.
I'll get DJ. Okay, yeah, I like that. Heavy running backs, and then you can maybe trade one of those guys.
And I will hold on to Gus. I wouldn't do it for DJ. I will hold on to Gus. Pretty Richard says, "Preach, TD. Yes, sir. Running quarterbacks are more valuable than pocket passers. I agree."
But now when I think about it, he has so many running backs, to be honest. If he doesn't want to make the move, he doesn't have to. Maybe he trades DJ Moore for a receiver. Or like a receiver and for DJ Moore and a running back. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speculate because I don't know what he needs, but I know Gus Ellis is going to be a starting running back on one of the most efficient running teams. So I'm playing that.
Exactly.
And Pretty Richie says, like and share this wonderful channel, everyone. Yes, sir. And KJ said, what's good, bruh? Should I drop Melvin Gordon for Deontay Foreman? Yes. Yeah, I
just got news.
Go ahead, bro. Let us know.
I just got news off topic. This is basketball, though, but no Kawhi, no Paul George, or Morris tonight, which is going to be crazy. But yeah, anyway.
They got those guys on a game count, man. Them guys ain't going to play about 50 games. They might play 50 games.
Exactly.
What's good, bro? Should I drop Melvin Gordon for Deontay Foreman and Alexander Madison for Harrison Bryant? And drop Alexander Madison. No, don't drop Alexander Madison. Do not drop Alexander Madison.
Yeah, don't drop.
Don't want to play Kyle Pitts this week. I get it. I understand it. So I'm not gonna try to convince you of that. But he says, "What's good, bro? Should I drop Melvin Gordon for Deontay Foreman?" Yes, but don't drop Alexander Madison for Harrison Bryant.
I was just so high on Gordon, and then it just went down a cliff, sadly. But yeah. Anyway,
he says my running backs are Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Gus the Bus, and Brian Robinson. Don't see myself playing Gordon. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
So yep.
And he has no trade value right now.
Yep, I agree.
It's another thing, so you can't even trade him. Anyway.
Yep. And Benjamin, what's going on, Benjamin? Benjamin says, should I trade Chase, Bateman, and Damian Pierce for Cook, Debo, and Amari Cooper? No. Do not trade no Jamar Chase, Bateman, and Damian Pierce for Cook, Debo, and Amari Cooper. No. No, sirree, buddy. And last question. Look like we're going to be getting out of here a little bit early today. CHB says, should I drop Kenny Pickett for Justin Fields? No, not yet.
Justin Fields.
I wouldn't do it yet. I wouldn't do it yet. Okay. Now, if you want to keep stash Kenny Pickett and Justin Fields and let them play against each other, I'm fine with that. But I'm not dropping Kenny Pickett because Kenny Pickett got some legs too, and he got some weapons to throw to. And this is a way better offense than Chicago. So I would say Kenny Pickett is going to be okay for you going forward. But the rushing upside for Justin Fields does look good. So I would say pick up both of them and let them play against each other. Let's see who you want to play.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
good idea.
All right, guys. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I guess what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna do it at the end of the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and read over some of my waiver wire guys to pick up. So I'm gonna start with the quarterbacks real quick. Quarterback is Malik Willis, Sam Ehlinger, and I like Sam Ehlinger, guys. I think if you want to stream a quarterback, you can stream him. He got good legs. He can run the ball. He ran a lot. He ran for over 1,900 yards in Texas. At Texas, he went to the University of Texas. Sam Howell, just kind of a deep stash guy to see what happens if Taylor Heineke goes down or if he plays terrible. Maybe at the end of the season, they put Sam Howell in to see what he is. Desmond Ridder, I feel like even though Marcus Mariota is playing good by himself, they might bench him at the end of the year, knowing that he is okay. They might give him a little bit of a bag and make him compete against a rookie. But first, they got to put Desmond Ridder out there for about 3 to 4 games. And when he does that, maybe I'm reaching. I think Kyle Pitts will be a little bit better with a pocket passer. With Mariota, he's trying to run the ball every time, so he's not even really looking at Kyle Pitts. But Desmond Ridder, with that tall wide receiver type hybrid guy, he might get Pitts more carries. And again, I talked about this last night before it happened. Second Take can tell you, he heard the video, Ben Zappe. I said that Ben Zappe could come in the game, and he did it. So Ben Zappe, guys, is the guy that Mac Jones is over for him. Like his confidence is shot. Bill know it. He made a decision to do it. He could sit there and tell him, I was over your injury. Everybody know Bill Belichick is diabolical. So Ben Zappe is probably the guy that's going forward that I want. All right, let's move on to my running backs. Deontay Foreman, you know what he is. He played last week. He looked good. Pick him up. He should not be on your waivers. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. Even in like 10-team leagues. Gus Elwitz, one of the best rushing offenses in the league. You got to pick him up. This guy is really good. All you got to do is just run through the hole. That's what Lamar Jackson will do for you. Michael Carter, going to catch 8 to 10 passes. We didn't talk about that. That's why another reason he's not going to get no more than about 8 carries. The rest of it is going to be between Ty Johnson and James Robinson. Yes, it's going to be like more like Austin Eckler, but a baby Austin Eckler. Not full go Austin Eckler, but like a baby go Austin Eckler. Next is going to be Isaiah Pacheco. And even though he didn't do good, guys, he still did better than a lot of other guys. Isaiah Pacheco is working his way up. So, again, we can disagree. We can agree to disagree, but I believe he's working his way up. And I would stash Pacheco. He's not a bad stash. Next is, excuse me, guys, Eno Benjamin. Eno Benjamin is a good running back. As long as Connor's out, I'm starting Eno Benjamin. When Connor comes back, he will have a role, but it won't might not be like a big role, but it still be a decent role. And Tyrion Davis-Price. Tyrion Davis-Price is another pickup. Just a deep play pickup just to see what happens because we don't ever know what's going to happen with Elijah Mitchell or Jeff Wilson. They already trying to put Tyrion Davis-Price in now with Jeff Wilson being there and CMC. And last but not least, running back guys is Snoop Connor from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Pick up Snoop Connor from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's a deep sleeper.
And this is a deep sleeper. And the reason why I like Snoop Connor because, guys, he was the third running back and he made the team. And now that James Robinson is gone, they can put Snoop Connor in there, and they must have felt good about it because they could have kept James Robinson for an emergency play, but they didn't. They went on and got rid of him. Go ahead, second.
That's like what we were saying with Dearness Johnson. If Kareem Hunt leaves, it's the same situation.
Yep. And wide receivers, Paris Campbell. He just got hyper-targeted. Am I going to relate that to week 8? No. But I just had to mention the guy. I'm not going to not mention the guy that got 12 targets, and he had a really good game too. Next is Chris Moore. I really like him. He can be a starter. He can be a flex play for you. Now that Nico Collins for the Houston Texans is down, Chris Moore can go, and they was targeting Chris Moore. He had like 4 or 5 targets after Nico went down. So Chris Moore is a good guy. Another cutting edge deep sleeper guy is Braxton Berrios, especially if you play in punt return, kick return yards fantasy league. I do. So Braxton Berrios, guys, is going to be used. Yes, Elijah Moore is there, and Corey Davis did go down, but I still think Braxton Berrios, because it's hard to beat this guy. He's just a hard working guy, smart wide receiver. He's going to get time on the field. But like I said, this is just a waiver wire video to have. Braxton Berrios helped me go to the championship in one of my leagues last year because a lot of the receivers went down. A couple of them caught COVID. We never know who gets hurt. We seen Breach just went down. Nobody expected that. So next is DeAndre Carter. Keenan Allen, I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's going to be back after the go ahead.
And another thing I just want to bring up, like you said, anything could happen, like benching. The quarterback just got benched. It was
exactly. Exactly. I agree with that. Yep. And DeAndre Carter, with Josh Palmer being out and Mike Williams being out, DeAndre Carter can separate fast. Whenever you can get open in the phone booth, quarterbacks going to tend to target you a little bit more often than they really want to because you're the first option that's open. So I think DeAndre Carter going to have a role until Mike Williams comes back. Next is Terrence Marshall, and he's just a starter. I don't think his talent is this boom, but he was the third receiver to Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. He dropped a lot of balls, but he did have some good long touchdowns. So I'm not saying the guy sucked. Maybe P.J. Walker can awaken something inside of him. So if you just want to pick up Terrence Marshall and see what he's going to do, that's fine. And last but not least is Russell Gage. And just because Mike Evans had an injury, and so I had to mention him. Russell Gage is the guy. If any of these wide receivers go down, Russell Gage is going to get hyper-targeted. And last but not least is get on to the tight ends. First is Cade Otton, guys. Cade Otton. Second take is not high on it, but I feel like that Tom Brady loves tight end. Even with Rob being there, Rob got a lot of targets in the red zone because teams are trying to take away Godwin and Chris.
I can't. Rob is Rob.
Yeah, Rob is Rob. But if that guy's, but remember, Rob was a rookie too at one point in time that got hyper targeted by Tom Brady. So Cade Otton could be that guy too. Moving on, Isaiah Likely with Mark Andrews being a decor. I feel like Isaiah Likely could come in there and have a role if Mark Andrews, they said, well, we're not going to play him this week. Bam, you got Isaiah Likely, you're going to roll him out there. Foster Moreau, with Darren Waller being hurt, Foster Moreau, guy going to get 4 or 5 targets. You can roll him out there too. And Greg Dolchich is the guy that I love. I think Greg Dolchich is about to be the next. Like next year, we're going to be trying to draft him as one of our tight ends. Like, Greg Dolchich, you're going to see a lot of videos out there. And 2 more guys, Jawan Johnson. Taysom Hill is the tight end on New Orleans, but he doesn't play stereotypical. Yeah, and he doesn't play stereotypical tight end either. So Taysom Hill is more of a guy where he's going to be moved around. So Jawan Johnson is the guy that's going to be playing like a hybrid tight end and wide receiver. Go ahead.
Olave is a wide receiver 1 rest of the season. Is that bold?
Nah, that's not bold. That's not
okay.
bold. Nope.
I think that's fine, right? Yeah.
Yep, that's great. I don't think that's bold at all. Tommy Tremble, guys. Last but not least, Tommy Tremble, and that's a long shot guy. He's the for Carolina Panthers. Now that the coaches are gone, they never targeted him when they were there, Matt Rule, but now that the coaches gone, Steve Wilkes might target him. So pick up Tommy Tremble if you're just looking for a long shot. This is like a sleeper guy. But we got a few more questions, man. We're gonna answer them and then we're gonna get out of here.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, this one is a tough question for you. You'll see.
Okay. Which one is it? Is it KJ Frederick?
Gus Edwards, and Dylan.
Okay, that's where we. Okay, yep. And he says, "Would you drop AJ Dillon for Gus Edwards?" Yes, I would. I'm not. Listen, he's made his bed. It's over. I would if you had to. Now I would try to.
I still think he's a good handcuff.
Yes, he's good. He's a good handcuff. But if anything, if everything stays the same, I'm not playing him. So I'm not saying he's a drop. I'm not saying he's a drop. I'm just saying that if I have to and I have to pick up Gus Edwards, I would do it. Yep. And Connor says Jamal Williams and Swift from earlier. I have JT.
No.
Okay. I can't remember for earlier. Yeah.
I'll
look for that. Okay. And Nick Forster, what's up, bro? He says trade him. Give up Mahomes and Bateman. I have Hurts for Swift and Waddle. I said Swaddle. For Swift and Waddle. Yes. I would you should give up Mahomes and not Mahomes and Bateman. Not Mahomes and Bateman. I think you can get Mahomes.
Give up Mahomes and Bateman. I have Hurts for Swift and Waddle. I'll get Swift and Waddle. Yeah, get Swift and Waddle right now.
I do it. I don't feel great about it because I don't think you should have to give up.
Is this super flex?
I don't know. You have to ask him. I would do it, but I don't feel great about it because I feel like why can't you get that with Mahomes? Like Mahomes is he's been balling. So I don't want
Mahomes are very close though.
I don't know about this. Swift is volatile. Bro, if you want to do it, I think it's okay. I like.
You don't want to get Swift and Waddle?
Yes, I do, but I don't want to give up Mahomes and Bateman. I just say give up Mahomes by himself. Give up Mahomes by himself.
I just think Waddle's much better than Bateman. And Mahomes, if this is a one quarterback league, you don't need another quarterback. And you're getting Swift, that helps your running back core tremendously. That's my feeling.
I guess. I mean, you may be right, man. Yeah, it's a tough one. But like I said, I would go. Yeah, if you want to do it, bro, I'd do it. I will hold pat. But I would try to trade Mahomes. So if I got to get one for one, if I got to get a stud, so if I got to do Mahomes
or Swift,
yeah, Mahomes and Swift, I would do that. If you don't need Bateman, to go ahead and do it. If you have good wide receivers, you don't need Bateman to do it.
Yeah, you like Bateman. I'm high on Bateman too. Another thing, what he was saying about JT and the other thing from earlier, trade Mixon and Juju for Swift, Williams, and Thomas.
Jamal Williams and
Swift. That was the question.
Early. Okay, Jamal Williams. So Williams was the guy name. That's who he was talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, bro, if you trading Jamal Williams, hell yeah.
Yeah. Instead of Mike Williams. That wasn't.
Instead of Mike Williams. Yes, sir. I do it. I do that.
Yep. All right.
And Kale says, would you pick up Paris Campbell with this new quarterback? Nope. I agree with him. Pretty Richard said, put some respect on it and click the like button, everyone. He just said, hey, Richard just said put some more respect. He ain't said that in a while. Kyle H said, hi. What's going on, Kyle? Subscribe to the channel if you do, man. Glad to see you here, Kyle. And Eric,
which three should I start this week?
Yeah, he said
this could change throughout the week.
The last name, I thought it was somebody else. I thought it was somebody trying to clout my channel. But which three should I start this week? Pittman, Amara, I think he's gonna be out. Terry, Kirk, or Gabe Davis. Which three? I would start Terry McLaurin.
I was right on that.
Yes. Yeah, you was. Tyler Heineke. You was. You exactly. You killed it. You killed that, bro. 100%. I wanted to tell you about that too. I didn't believe that. And I showed somebody else that what you said. That was like, yeah, you was cutting edge right there. Terry and Gabe Davis.
I'm saying Terry, Kirk, and Gabe Davis. I'm benching Pittman out of these guys.
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree.
And Amara, if Amara plays,
I'm gonna roll with Kirk
over Christian Kirk.
Yep, I agree with everything he just said. Right there. Whitworth, what's going on, bro? He said, should I trade D-Hop and Foreman for ETN and Goddard? I have Breach and he went down. Should I trade D-Hop and Foreman for ETN and Goddard? No. Keep D-Hop and Foreman.
Agreed.
Yep, ETN ain't like that. He's good. Nick says I have Diggs. Okay, you be safe, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. Nick says I have Diggs and Pittman at wide receiver, and my RBs are his Edwards and James Conner right now. I have Diggs and Pittman at wide receiver, and my running backs are his Edwards and James Conner. I have Diggs and Pittman at wide receiver. Okay, you got Diggs and Pittman, and my running backs are his Edwards and James Conner. Edwards and James Conner. Let me go back and see would you pick up Paris Campbell with the new quarterback in? Yeah, I think you straight, bro. I have Diggs and Pittman at wide receiver. I think you straight. My running backs are Edwards and James Conner. You might have to pick up somebody for James Conner, but I think you're fine. But I definitely Gus is the guy. So without me going back through all your questions. Eric says, I have Eckler, Swift, and I'm using Mostert this week to replace Eckler on the bye. Yep, I have Eckler and Swift. Yep, and I'm using Mostert this week to replace Eckler on the bye. Yep, Mostert is a good running back. Really good. And Kevin says, TD, what's good, bro? Is Ellinger worth grabbing in Dynasty? Yes, sir, he is. He's worth grabbing in Dynasty, bro. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all guys be safe. Yep. Make sure y'all go sign up for the OnlyFans. Only $10 a month, guys. And there's nothing weird going on. Just another platform how you can show support to the channel. And I'm giving you the sauce where whatever you need, trade talks or whatever it may be. Let me see what he says right here. Let's see. Nigel, what's going on, Nigel? Nigel says Pickens and Fairmouth for Pittman and Hunt. Bro, I like Pickens. And I like Fairmouth. I think you need to stick with Pickens and Fairmouth. Yeah, Hunt is going to get traded. So if you can do 1 for 1, but I'm not giving up no Pickens. Pickens is too good, Nigel. Way too good. Yep. All right, guys. Y'all be safe. Peace.